handle. You want answers.
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
So the 200 rounds. Okay, first of all, let me get this thing right.
Yeah.
The shooting of Jesus was at 9:59.
Yeah, but we haven't got to 9:59 yet.
No, but I'm trying to figure out when the shooting of Jesus was and when the shooting of the first bullet out there with the Jason Aldean concert.
It's changed 3 times so far. So I've got to stick with the 9:59.
The 9:59 for what?
For Jesus getting shot.
Okay. So if he got shot with the 9:59, was the 200 rounds shot before the crowd was shot or after the crowd was shot?
So the first report was after. Second report was before. Crowd was shot around 10:05. All right.
Well, see, we could tell that by the video.
Yeah. Well. So basically, right now, the story is that the shooting occurred between 9:59 and 10:05. Okay? That's the third version, but we're on that one right now. It's the 16th of October, so we'll figure out maybe tomorrow they'll have a fourth version. Officials said that Paddock had mounted cameras outside of his hotel room.
Right.
And first started shooting at Jesus through the door of the room when Jesus came to check an alert for an open door on another guest's room.
Okay.
So it was another guest room.
So why would he do that?
Well, we already said what guest room has an alarm?
They just said it was a guest room. It wasn't a service room.
Right. They just said it was a guest room. Right? And so if you put all that together, it was a guest room a couple doors down, right?
Right.
And that was, now let's go back to the one that we talked about with McHill. The door, which means the guest room, was not forced open, had been open for a while, and Paddock didn't have a key. McHill said that the door, guest room door,
right,
either had been left open or didn't shut completely. So then you go down here, officials said Paddock had mounted cameras outside the hotel room, meaning, I guess we're assuming he was watching the video from his room. All right. They said cameras, meaning multiple. So where are those posted? Right? Outside of his room in the hallway.
Mounted cameras.
That's what I said. It had mounted cameras, multiple, outside of his hotel room, and first started shooting at Campos through the door. That means there's 200 bullet holes through the door. And we know where Campos wasn't standing. He wasn't standing in front of the door.
Standing in front of the door, or he'd have 200 bullets in him.
Yeah. Right?
Let me ask you this. Whose room was across the hall?
I don't know. They don't give a room number for that. They don't give they just said guest room, right?
Right.
And
there is no room numbers up there on the 32nd floor.
What's that?
There's no room numbers on the 32nd floor. There's none.
So Campos was hit in the leg. Okay. Officials estimated that Paddock shot 200 rounds into the hallway. That hallway, now we're talking 200 rounds with a machine gun. We're not talking a handgun. All right? Now, I mean, I don't even know why he has a handgun. They found handguns. Why would you have a handgun?
Why would you have a handgun?
Anyway,
200 rounds.
Yeah, 200 rounds.
At like an M16 or AR-6?
Something,
AR-15
yeah.
Or something.
Machine gun, auto, all right.
We're talking some crazy ammunition.
We're talking bullet holes all over the hallway.
The door would have a big hole in it.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't even be existent, really.
Right.
Especially if he had one gun in the right hand.
It'd be nice if they took a picture.
Pointing out the window with
I know.
the left.
Exactly. belt fed because he can't, change magazines that quick. I mean,
Must
200
be.
rounds. How many magazines? Have you seen anybody change magazines out of doing 200 rounds? I mean, look, those guns get hot. They get hot.
They get real hot.
Yeah.
Now I know just from experience from a while. I mean, it's been a while
Yeah.
since we shot like a M60 or
Yeah.
something. And even those, you fire those in automatic,
Yeah.
and they're going to get jammed.
Well, sure. This
Before
guy
the
shot
whole-
a total of. Well, okay, so he shot 200 rounds. We're assuming he shot another 1,000 out of the same weapon. Maybe he used all 23 weapons. I don't know. This 64-year-old man,
He was awesome.
he's a one-man army. Army of one. Jesus.